boy, Too Much Drama TV in the building. So I normally don't go live. I normally do not go live at all, but I figured, why not get on here? All right, why not get on here and talk about what's going on at the University of Colorado? As you can see in the picture here, we have Coach Deion Sanders, Coach Prime here in the middle. Shedeur Sanders up there flashing his watch. A lot of people don't like that. All right, a lot of people don't like the fact that some of the players are very flashy. Shedeur Sanders being one of them. Travis Hunter, kind of, sort of. He's not really that flashy. He's got endorsement deals out the wazoo. The kid deserves every dime, by the way. But then you got Deion Sanders' son, Shiloh. See them wearing jewelry. Not only during the game, but before the game, after the game, during the press conferences, which is fine. A lot of people take offense to that. A lot of people don't like the fact that the Sanders kids are flashy like that. But as you can see, Joe Burrow, the guy's got jewelry out the wazoo. Hell, even Kirk Cousins is wearing jewelry. So I don't see what the point is of people getting upset because Coach Prime and his kids are flashy. Deion Sanders has been like this since he was at FSU. In the 80s. Okay? He's been like this. He was like this in the 90s. He was like that in the 2000s. When he graduated, his Hall of Fame speech, he's always been Deion Sanders / Coach Prime / Primetime / Neon Deion. He's always been that person. It's made him who he was today, the man he is today, the leader that he is today. A lot of players weren't able to express themselves back then. He made it cool for you to express yourself. So he's doing it as a coach now. He did it as a high school coach when he was an offensive coordinator in high school, when he was coaching his sons. His sons adapted his style. Other players, whether it's in high school, in college, and in the pros, guess what number they're wearing if they're playing defensive back? The number 21 because of him. Why would he stop doing what he's doing now? Yeah, it rubs people the wrong way. Yeah, his interviews can be cringy at times, but he's always been authentic, and that's what we want. We love when Nick Saban's yelling at his kids. We call it passion. You don't think Nick Saban threw his defense under the bus during halftime in an interview? Yeah, I know he's won a lot of national championships. He never won any Super Bowls. Deion Sanders has. Nick Saban has been considered an asshole, but he's considered passionate when he does it. Deion Sanders is getting some information, some coaching style from Nick Saban. The transparency, the authenticity. We love it when Dabo Swinney does it. So you guys got to keep that in mind. Deion Sanders, yeah, he's not calling the X's and O's. He has assistant coaches for that. People said, we never see him drawing up any plays, or we don't see Nick Saban doing that either. A lot of eyeballs are in Colorado because a lot of people want to see what they're seeing now. Shedeur Sanders hurt. Deion Sanders scrambling to find offensive linemen. People want to see Deion Sanders fail. Because if Deion Sanders starts winning, that is going to be trouble for everybody else in college football. And everybody knows that. If Shedeur Sanders wins the Heisman or the Davey O'Brien, oh, that's trouble. If he gets drafted in the first round, oh, that's trouble. Do you know how many black quarterbacks, athletic quarterbacks, hell, white quarterbacks for that matter, if they see how successful Shedeur Sanders is in 2024? Because remember, this year they were only expected to win 1 or 2 games. They won 400% of that. They won 4 games. Was the most talked about sports team in the country. Deion Sanders, everybody wanted to be like Deion Sanders at one point. Why? That's why you saw The Rock there. That's why you saw all of these celebrities, all these rappers. It's in their music. It was expected. Everybody didn't think that Colorado was going to get off to the start that they got off to. But guess what? When they did, people showed up. They're going to continue to show up. They're not supporting Colorado. They're supporting their idol, Deion Sanders. Let's keep that in mind. Yeah, there's going to be some bandwagon fans along the way. It happens. I'm one of them. I didn't give a damn about University of Colorado, with all due respect. I mean, yeah, they have some players along the way that are Michael Westbrook. Let's see here. We got Bobby Purify, Chris Brown. Hell, Joe Klatt, he wasn't too bad. I mean, they got smoked by UT in the Big 12 championship. I mean, there's some history at Colorado. Hassan Salam. But Deion Sanders said he was going to come in there and he was going to bring eyeballs. And he did. He's made some players that weren't household names at their other colleges household names. He did that. He said that his son was going to ball. Yeah, does Shedeur Sanders hold on to the ball too much? Yeah. Does he pad his stats a little bit? Maybe. But there was a reason why he started to get sacked a lot. There was a reason why he fractured his back. Coaches come and go all the time, man. People are making a big deal that the offensive coordinator took that job at San Diego. He had a losing record at Kent State. He was offensive-minded, whatever the hell. That's fine. Shout out to Sean Lewis. Coaches come and go all the time. You know how many coordinators? That's why they have a coaching tree. A coaching tree is where you have the head coach and you have his assistants getting jobs everywhere. Nick Saban has one. Kirby Smart has one. He's under Nick Saban. Now he has his own tree. Bill Belichick has one. My favorite coach in the NFL, Sean McVay, has one. Deion Sanders is going to have a coaching tree here pretty soon. So because Deion Sanders is Deion Sanders, he can't develop a coaching tree either? Man, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. I'm just telling you right now, I'm going to start posting more videos. I'm not going to be posting his private life with his ex-wife, his girlfriend. I don't care about none of that shit. You want to talk football? We can talk football. X's and O's. But I sense here that a lot of people are getting on Deion Sanders because they don't want to see this man succeed, because they know that would be a problem. If he starts to get comfortable, that would be a problem. That's why they're tarnishing his name. Talking about who he's dating, who he married or who he did marry. Talking about the man has 8 toes. I'll tell you what, he's a better athlete than 95% of the people walking this earth with 8 toes. Talking about his son, Bucky. You know, he was a scholarship athlete at SMU. He's not on some gravy train. He's a great athlete in his own right. Is he a little too flashy all the time? Yeah. But that is part of the Sanders aura. Whether it's Bucky, Shiloh, hell, the daughters, that's part of they're part of that. They're cut from that cloth. What the hell do you expect? Players want to come play for Coach Prime. Not everyone. Not every black athlete is going to want to play for Coach Prime. But there's a lot of them that are lining up, signing up. They want that exposure. They want to be taught by Warren Sapp. They want to be taught by the guy, T.O., that just voluntarily comes. Remember, T.O. played wide receiver in college and in the pros. He's not even a defensive player. He wants to come. You got offensive linemen that are willing to go and help because they want to be a part of something special. They want to be a part of what Deion Sanders has. And people don't want to see that. They want to go to these old fart, or they think that going to these old fart coaches, why they get to yell and scream at these kids. No. Deion Sanders, man. Deion Sanders. Why not him? Get tired of these old recycled, farts. Getting paid millions off of these kids' backs. Deion Sanders came into this as a millionaire. Hell, his sons damn near came into this as millionaires. They've been wearing jewelry. Don't knock these kids. They're cut from the same cloth as their father. He's going to figure it out. And if he figures it out this year, oh my goodness. Because I know what's going to happen. They're going to win 6 games. Get to a bowl game. That's not going to be enough. They're going to win 8 games. That's not going to be enough. Hell, let's say they go undefeated. They're going to be in the Big 12 next year. Schedule don't look too bad. Texas and Oklahoma's not there. Oh, the reason why Colorado won 8 games, 9 games, 10 games, 11 games, so they're paying the players. If Deion Sanders goes undefeated, or if he wins more than 8 games this season, they're gonna crack down on the transfer portal even more because of what he's doing. Watch what happens. You're gonna have other coaches come out the wazoo, and they're gonna be like, yeah, you know what? This man's a threat. We need to change the transfer portal even more. We need to shut this man down. He's not supposed to be winning 8 to 9 games a season. He's not supposed to be undefeated. No, we're not going to allow this. So just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. I'm rooting for the guy. I've always been a Deion Sanders fan. Really, even when he was a Cowboy, I hate the Cowboys, but damn it, he looked good. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. He was getting interceptions over there. He was high stepping over there. So just keep that in mind. Shadour's been flashy. Joe Burrow just started getting flashy. Go look him up at LSU. He wasn't flashy like that. I mean, Kirk Cousins, this is forced. But I'm saying people embrace it when they do it. Shadour's been flashy out the womb. Shiloh's been flashy out the womb. And don't sleep on Deion Sanders Jr. Go look at his 40 time. Go look at some of his highlights. He's not on no damn gravy train. Deion Sanders Jr. was that dude. At a very, hey, SMU, a lot of people can't enroll in that university. You got to be smart as heck to go to that school. Now, he did his thing there. Fast as hell. If Bucky was 6'2", watch out. I think he's like 5'7", 5'8". Putting out amazing content out there. Shout out to Well Off Media, man. But I'm going to start making more videos, lengthy videos, because I feel like people don't realize that you have a lot of these content creators, they don't know anything about football, man. They're just using Deion Sanders' name to get clicks, and that's fine. But when it comes to talking X's and O's, man, it's all up here, man. People need to realize that, hey, man, posting Deion Sanders' life and all that. Come on, man, let's talk football. If you want to talk football, let's talk football. If they get an offensive line, if they get some guys healthy, McCaskill, people don't realize Shiloh and Travis Hunter didn't play a couple of games. They would have won those games. Just imagine against USC, has a historically horrible defense. That's why they fired their defensive coordinator. If them 2 jokers were playing, they would have blew USC out. They didn't even have those 2 dudes and they almost beat them. You got to understand that Travis Hunter was out for a couple of weeks. They lost those games. Yeah, look, man, UCLA blitzed them with that ferocious defensive line. Hey, man, those offensive line got thrown under the bus by their coach, supposedly, because if it was Nick Saban, they probably would have played harder. Let them go. Those offensive linemen are terrible. They entered the transfer portal. Nobody's going to pick them up. Mikey Harrison, love him. Should have stayed at Colorado. He was a walk-on. He was lucky that he played. Go ahead and go to San Diego. Go ahead and go to San Diego State. Nobody's going to pick up some of these kids that are entering the transfer portal. Should have stayed your ass at Colorado. It's ridiculous, man. Man, shout out to Coach Prime. Is he perfect? No. Nick Saban isn't either. Dabo Swinney isn't either. Steve Sarkisian, whatever the hell his name is, he isn't perfect either. I have a theory on him. He's married to, look, check it out. Hear me out before I get off of here. Steve Sarkisian is married to a black woman. Never knew that. I think That's a way to get recruits. No, hear me out. Hear me out. You see this? I think he's Irish. I don't know what he is. You see this white man with this beautiful young black woman, and you see him holding hands and kissing and doing all that, and you get a recruit. Yeah, my wife's black. Yeah, my wife's black. Yeah, my wife's black. I relate to you now. I know what you're going through. You got a black mom. Well, guess what? My wife is black. I'm relatable now. That's a theory. That is a theory. It's great. I went to University of Texas. Great. It's working. But I'm just saying, these brothers will run through a brick wall for Steve Sarkisian. Just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there, man. Oh, God help me if Nick Saban or Dabo Swinney married a black woman. Oh, man, God help us. I'm just throwing it out there, man. I know some damn football, okay? Steve Sarkisian's wife is black, and the University of Texas looks damn good right now. Damn good. Just throwing it out there. Ooh, let me get off of here before yeah, I'm gonna do this more often. This was fun. This was fun. Holla back. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Look at the rest of my videos. A lot of my videos are wacky, but hey, man, it's all in the brain here. We're gonna talk more football on here. We're gonna talk Coach Prime. We need to get some of these jokers. These dudes are putting out content. They're not even talking X's and O's. They're not even talking football, man. They're not even talking. They're just talking, man. They're just talking. Come on, man. Let's get real on here.